so we're gonna be building the fireplace circuit with these guys. We need NAND gates. They're the 7400, they're in the front. All right, so on the top, we're gonna start out with 4 NAND gates, okay? And then I'm just gonna put them all in a row, and remember that the notch right there goes to the left. So I'm gonna put them all in a row, just like. All right, I've got jumper wires and wires that I made myself, little shorter ones, and I'm going to use those to build my circuit. First of all, I need to remember that pin 14 right here and pin 7 right here on each of the ICs, the integrated chips, are power and ground. Power is 14 and ground is 7. So I'm going to go ahead and hook all of those up. Now that I have that done, I'm going to start looking at my diagram or my my multisim file. I'm looking at mine. You all will look at yours and go off of yours. And I'm going to start running my wire. Now, one thing that I need to do is I need to look at how a 74LS00 NAND gate IC chip is wired. So let's look at that. All right, so I just Googled 74LS00N and I got a whole bunch of stuff, and I can see right here how it's wired. All right, I'm gonna pick one image. It's nice and clear for me. Oh yeah, I like that one. Okay, so we can see that 14 is power, 7 is ground, pin 7 is ground, 1 and 2 are inputs, 3 is an output, 4 and 5 is an input, 6 is an output. 13 and 12 are inputs, 11 is an output. 10 and 9 are inputs, 8 is an output. Remember this. This is important. You need to find this yourself so you can remember this. All right? And we're going to just start putting inputs and outputs together. Okay, so my first thing that I have, the first min term that I want to create is A and B naught. So first of all, I'm going to start with white. I'm going to use white for A. White for A. So I'm going to use down here, I'm going to use switch 3 actually for A. Switch 3 for A. So I'm going to come up here, find switch 3, and I'm going to go into an input. Okay, into an input with switch 3. Okay, and then I need to go to, I need B, right? So A and B knotted. So I'm going to use switch 2 for B. Switch 2 into an input and then into an output. Now, I need A and B knotted. So I've got A and B knotted right here in this wire. And then I'm going to knot it again. So I need to split it into another input, which is literally right beside it. So I need to split it though, so because the NAND gate needs 2 inputs, so I'm going to use 2 wires. And just like, if I can get it in there, I'm going to go to the next input over, which is that. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, it's not perfect into the same, it's not looped into the same one, but one over, okay, right there. And that's 2 inputs. And now, if I have my output, I have A and B. Okay, A and B. If we remember our sequences with the NAND gates. I went into a NAND gate, then inverted it, and now I have with another NAND gate, and now I have A and B in this wire right here. I'm going to do the same thing with C and D, and then we'll come back. Okay, now I have A and B in this wire right here, this loose wire, okay? Now I have C and D in this loose wire right here, okay? And now, according to my multi-sim drawing, okay, I have to go ahead and have A and B not NANDed together with D. So now I'm going to start making my min terms according to my multi-sim drawing, and this is where it's going to look different between each and every one of you. So as long as you follow your multi-sim drawings, you will be okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish. I'm going to put it in a time lapse so you can see how mine looks when I'm done, and then you can, if yours is not working at the end of yours, you can look at mine all put together and see how it works. Okay, I'm left with my one output, okay, of A, B, D, B, C, D, A, C, D, and A, B, C. Okay, so I'm left with my one output. All right, and this is the top half of the fireplace circuit. So I'm just gonna put this for now into LED, since it's fire, we'll do red. Red 1, okay, for now. All right. So I have run a cord out of here to this LED. Okay, I actually don't even need this one. Okay, this LED through a 220 ohm resistor. So it looks like this. So I've got this coming from R1 to a resistor, through the resistor into an LED, through the LED into ground, and the ground goes all the way back to there. Okay, so if the problem says if I turn this on, okay, this represents the flame. If I turn 3 of the 4 sensors on, it comes on. Perfect. That works. Now, if you want to put this in a model, you just make these as long as you want. You can use these spools, okay, cut wire and strip the ends off, and those can go into the breadboards, all right? And you can use these smaller breadboards for your model, or you can, if you want to, use masking tape and tape the ends together, okay? So that way you don't even need a breadboard. And you make one big long circuit with masking tape, taping the ends together. Okay? Good luck.